Gales finishing up the round robin with a 1-1-1 record, beating the Arizona Titans, loss to the Junior Ducks, and a tie with OCHC with a goal by Jeffrey Baldy. Just about 2 minutes left in the third period. Moving on to the quarterfinals, and the Gales are taking on the Valley Thunder out of Alaska. The belief is that Kelly will be in net, as James Schmier was in the previous. In the defensive side, especially through the neutral zone, out shooting their opponents by almost double in the last game. And we'll see if this carries through. Valley Thunder finished a tied game with the Junior Ducks earlier this morning. I believe it was 1-1. Boys finishing up the last game. Get a quick power nap and some fuel and recharge and throw back on all that wet gear, and we'll do it again. All right, boys taking the ice. Just prior to this game, we had the Storm 14U take them into semifinals. Not sure who the opponent will be. Be another. You want to catch that one? The Valley Thunder here. Some of the numbers may look familiar to any of the teammates or families who watched the 14UAA Junior Gold Knights play nationals last year. A lot of kids from that silver medal team out of Alaska playing for the 16UAA team now, keeping their All right, getting ready to kick off the opening lineup. Looks like Kincaid is still helping support on the bench. Will include Dunnigan, Colin Davis, Baldy, and O'Hare, Kelly in net, and Jennings. Kelly coming off a great performance against a highly ranked junior Ducks team. And we have opening ceremonies commencing. There are only 2 refs on the ice for the 16U games, but they've opted to put 3 refs on for the 14U games. Waiting for the broadcaster to read off the last 2 names. Blue line. Lars Jennings. Dunnigan. O'Hara. Baldy. And Kelly in net. All right, time to kick this off. All right, Davidson for the face-off. And Thunder win it. Jennings in for a hard hit. Lays someone out, opening shift. Dunnigan working along the boards. Thunder. O'Hara with a hard check. Dunnigan with a hard check. Thunder going short side. Loose in front of the crease. Kicked out by Jennings. Davis comes away with it. Davis separated from the puck, and the Thunder send it back deep. O'Hara gets it, slings it up the boards. Bad bounce. Shot off Knights or Gales player. Baldy brings it up. Dunnigan has it. Tries to get a shot off, but picked off. Baldy. And the Thunder opt to send it deep. Martin has it. Miller in Puck back around, whiffed on, and that first. It's like going to be a 2-minute penalty on the Thunder. All right, going to get things squared away here. Parents are jawing off at each other. Parents for the Thunder wanting to get the game started as Gale player is trying to work his way over to the box. Going to be honest, I don't have many nice things to say about this Thunder team or the families based on previous experience. Money line in. Looks like Baldy and O'Hara. Thunder win the face-up, bring it back around the goal line. Tritton has it, sends it back to O'Hara. O'Hara back to Tritton. Tritton to O'Hara. O'Hara back to Tritton. Tritton looking for a short side shot and cleared, but that is most likely going to be an icing, and it is. Gales 1:35 remaining in the power play. 13:24 in the period. Gales needing to put in some goals when we can on these opportunities. And not sure what's going on here. Looks like another player heading into the box. Oh, looks like the previous one was a 2 and 10, so they had to get the other man in there as the coach wasn't paying attention. Neither were the refs. Coach still wanting an explanation as though it's going to matter. All right, face off. Thunder try clearing, goes back to O'Hara. O'Hara back to Baldy. Baldy shot. Chipped down, but wide. Tritton over to Johnson. Back to Tritton. Sent over and cleared on a wide pass for the Thunder. Thunder trying to go for a shorty, send it into the zone. It's on net, and Kelly will cover. Fresh legs coming up. Evan Davis. And Posner. Zapancic, Swanson, and Crochet in on your forwards. Miller on the bench. Martin still on the bench as well. Thunder wins the faceoff, loose in front of the net. Shot, short side. Swanson trying to chip it back in and can't get to it. Posner settling the puck, flips it back around to Swanson. Swanson taking his time, trying to get up to Crochet. Went to his back. And that's going to be an icing. .44 seconds remaining in the power play. 12:34 in the period. Gales win the faceoff, but picked up by the Thunder. O'Hara. .30 seconds remaining. Kelly deflecting along the post. Spancic goes down in the corner. Out to the wall. And Spancic chips it into the zone on net. And the goalie will opt to cover it. Fresh legs coming up. Looks like Marsh, Colin Davis, and Shiberta, as well as Baldy and Posner. Martin still shooking up on the bench just a little bit, trying to work it out. Thunder win the faceoff, send it back behind their own goal. Marsh working around the boards. They cleared. Baldy tipped it, but as a result, there'll be no icing. Baldy working along, sends it around the boards. Gilberta has it. Thunder send it back in. Posner. Chipped wide. Kept in, though. Back to 5-on-5 play. Davis working along with Baldy. Puck loose, shot. Stopped by the blade of the Gale player. Puck comes out. Davis in pursuit. Almost poke checked off. Gales go for a change. Shot over the goal. Jennings and Dunnigan still on the ice. Now Cash Johnson in. Miller and O'Hara. And Miller sends it, flipped up in the air. Almost lobbed over the goalie. Puck back out to Jennings. Jennings sends it back into Miller. Miller winds up. Lots of traffic loose on the side of the goalie. No one there. Shot off the boards and wide. That is going to be an icing. Thunder up 4-1 on the shot count. Gales with a great offensive push. All right. We have Tritton, Crochet, and Creel with Davis and Baldy at defense. Puck back at Evan Davis. Evan Davis shot just below the top of the goalie's pads. Thunder working on the breakout. Sent across the crease. Creel able to clear. Puck back into the neutral zone. Tritton working over. Puck lobbed over to Kelly. Kelly grabs it to his chest and will in a defensive zone faceoff. Looks like we have Spancic, Swanson, and Davis at the center. Evan Davis and Baldy in on defense. Shot right off the faceoff, but Kelly's there. Man of action. Gloves it. Needing to get the faceoff win here. Gales win the faceoff. Evan Davis slings it back around the boards over to Swanson. Swanson chips it around player, but they come away with it still. And almost get the clear. Hard hit by Davis. Evan Davis working back behind the goal line. Puck loose back behind the net. But Baldy flicks it up and around over to Swanson. Swanson. And they're going to go ahead and go with an offsides here. Argument could be made. The Thunder brought it back across their own line. The refs disagree. Shots on net 5-2 favor of the Thunder. Johnson, Marsh, and Gilberta out. Miscommunication. Almost into a shooting window for Marsh. Miller in a defense sends it back in, and it hits the net. It's going to be out of play. Posner in with Miller. Martin getting checked out off the bench. Miller has it, chips it up to Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson tripped up, no call. Puck up and out. Miller on the case, slings it back, across, over to Gilberta. Gilberta stops, looks for an opening, needs someone to go to the crease. That was a wide open net right there. Hits a hand and out of play. Thunder player still in the box for the 2 and 10 while Martin gets checked out. Keep you updated as we go along here. Gales win the faceoff. Baldy tries to sending it deep, hits a player. Baldy walks it up and sends it deep again. Jennings, first man in, back into the corner. The hard hit knocks down the Thunder player. He's got Crochet with him. Dunnigan staying high from the scrum. Puck almost loose. Jennings has it. Picked off, though, back behind the goal. O'Hara. Stopped by Kelly on a breakaway. Jennings trying to flick it up and around, but picked off. Jennings still has it. And picked off by the Thunder. Davis in. Shot off the stick of Davis, up and over the net. Finishing up the line change now. Looks like Tritton Creel with Colin Davis at center. Evan Davis and Posner in for defense. Gales win the faceoff. Davis chips it out to the neutral zone. Tritton putting pressure. Creel giving him no comfort. Davis plows through, sends it to Creel. Creel chips it over into the corner, and the boys get to work. Creel still in play, though, and it's out. Gales flipped around to breakaway. And Kelly with the save. Thunder still have the puck. Davis kicks it out to the side. Thunder gets around. Backhand shot. Wide. Creel hit after sending the puck out. Gales go for a change. Swanson in. This is Pancic. Davis needs to get off the ice. They whiff on the shot. Try to backhand it. Still in, though. Boys need to clear by any means necessary at this point. Just ice it. Pancic gets it, but can't keep it. And puck is back down into the corner. Davis goes down. Shot wide center. Kelly able to stop it. Davis separates him from the puck. Stepancic sends it out to the blue line, and not out, though. Puck back in. Posner sends it out into the neutral zone. Swanson plays man. Puck's at the blue line, going deep. People trying to get it, can't. And Gales go for an offensive change. Miller picks it off, walks around, making it look easy. Out to Johnson. It's got Shiberta on the left. Shot. Loose puck to the right of the goal. Thunder bring it back around. Miller pokes it back in. Defense playing a great game against a very fast team. Matt Miller feeds it up. Couldn't get it around the forward. Johnson with the stick lift. Pass across the crease. Defense lifting the stick. Puck loose in front. Loose and backhanded out as the Gales are going to go for a defensive change here. Puck is on net. Goalie's going to have to field it. Liam Marsh is there to make sure it stays that way. Shots on net 9-3 in favor of the Thunder. .4:23 remaining in the first period. Shiberta, Jennings, and Dunnigan in with Evan Davis and Baldy on the blue, the neutral zone, and they're going to call that an icing. My voice. 4:11 remaining in the first. Goals still 0-0. Boucher in at center. Sends it into the corner. Dunnigan not quite able to get him pressed off the puck. Shot comes out. Stretch pass. Evan Davis bumps him off the puck. Sends it across to the center. Picked off, though, by Baldy. Baldy slings it around. Jennings trying to get there in time. Dunnigan battling. Send it. It's at the net. Goalie is going to cover as Dunny had speed. Fresh legs. Tritton, Creel, and Johnson. Posner, Miller in. Back out to Miller. Miller shot off the leg of Cash Johnson. Puck gets slung around the boards. Doesn't quite make it to the blue line. Going for the stretch pass. And they got numbers, but poke check by Miller. Johnson doing a great job of clearing it there. Cash Johnson on the defensive side. Ford's doing a great job supporting defense. Miller out to the feet, hits the feet of Creel. Can't do much with it. Tritton comes in. Errant pass, and that's going to be on net, unfortunately. It's going to get played by Posner back behind the goal line. Posner trying to get it over to Miller. Johnson coming in. Puck back along the boards, along the blue line. Thunder chip it back in. Miller has it, sends it up, and that's going to be an icing. Face off in the defensive zone. It's like Frankie Zupancic, Colin Davis, and Swanson. Thunder win it, send it in. Kelly with a save. Still not seeing Miller on the bench. They're getting checked out. Let's see what his status is. And it looks like he came out, no gear. He'll be out for the game. Thunder win it, send it back deep. Puck back behind the goal line. After the center, shot, save, Kelly. Kelly keeping the boys in the game. Davis trying to walk it up, getting manhandled through into the neutral zone. And Spancic stuffs it. Davis in pursuit. And they lob it up and out. Swanson unable to keep it in. Davis battling. Back to Spancic. Too many bodies. Too little space here. Then to bring it through. Poke checked off. Picked back up by the Thunder, though, and brought into the zone. Puck dislodged and out into the neutral zone. So they try to find a stretch pass here. Couchet putting pressure. Evan Davis working to hold the line in the neutral zone. Thunder make their way in. Send it. Dale and Kelly holding it down in the crease. Keeping this a 0-0 game. Shots on net now 12-3 in favor of the Thunder. However, as we saw in the last game, it only takes one as the Gales outscored their opponent earlier for a tie. Thunder win the faceoff. Gales able to get to it, though. They can get a... Nope. Shot. Goal. Kelly screened during the shot. Was unable to track it. 1-0 Thunder. 1:10 remaining in the first period. Jennings, Johnson, and Dunnigan with Miller and O'Hara. Puck flipped up and out into the neutral zone. Jennings chips it in. Johnson picked off by the Gales, flicked up and out. And it's going to be an offsides. Looks like they're going to bring this one back to center ice. Johnson with the faceoff wins it. Poke check up to Dunnigan. Dunnigan trying to get a shovel pass deep, but picked off. And the Thunder have a clear line through, but O'Hara with a poke check to prevent the shot from getting off. Jennings has a stick. And it is Creel, Davis, and Zupancic with Evan Davis and Posner. Davis wins the faceoff. Back to Posner. Posner chipping it up to Tritton. Or Zupancic, sorry. No, that was Tritton, sorry. Puck makes it into the Gale zone. Posner brings it around. Sends it to Tritton. Tritton couldn't connect. Shot off the stick of Kelly, up and out. Davis wins the faceoff. Puck back behind the goal line. And that is the end of the first period. First period stats brought to you by a Rogue Hockey Dad. Thunder are up 1-0 over Gorman. 14 shots on net to 3 in favor of the Thunder. Gale's still very much in it, getting opportunities. Just having a hard time getting shots on actual net. Thunder doing a good job getting bodies in front to block shots. Gale's needing to work on the neutral zone breakthrough. A few too many turnovers there. So I'm sure coach is talking to them about now. All right, getting ready to kick off. Second period, Crochet in with Tritton and Creel. Crochet wins the faceoff. Creel battling for it and goes up and into the Gorman bench, where coach is working with some of the forwards. O'Hara and Baldian on defense. Assumption right now is that Martin is out, will not be returning. And Thunder goes to neutral zone, picked off, and Creel sends it back deep. Creel Baldy picks it off and shoveled pass back in. Creel still on him. O'Hara in a foot race. O'Hara wins the one-on-one and sends it around to Tritton. Tritton couldn't get there in time and shoveled it back down. High stick. Thunder touches it first, still in play. Couchet sends it over to Creel. Creel sends it deep. And Gales go for a change. Thunder setting up a stretch pass, but couldn't connect. And they're going to go ahead and call this an icing. Face off in the Gales offensive zone. Gibberta, Johnson, and Marsh. Posner and Evan Davis in at the blue line. Evan Davis shot. Marsh unable to connect with it as we had a bouncing puck. Cash Johnson, the poke check, keeps away. Liam almost gets the same. Stretch pass through the center. Shot wide. Try to get a backhand shot. Unable to do so. They got numbers as they hurry up. Chipped over to Gibberta into the corner and sent around the boards. Marsh there. Back to the center. Doesn't connect, and that is going to be an icing. Nope, waved off. Posner poke checks it out. Posner playing a great game today. Great body check out to Liam. Liam working through the center. Liam off to send it deep as they go for a change. Few too many men on the ice right now. Better hurry it up. It's like Swanson, Davis. First forward over. Davis couldn't get the poke check on. Player walks through. Deeks, it's loose in front. Save. Kelly still loose in front. Poke checked out to Spancic. He's got Swanson with him. Walks it in. Tries to get a shot off. Hits the player. Davis cuts off the puck and sends it back into Swanson. Swanson kicks it over to Davis. Davis sends it back, trying to get it back to Swanson. Davis still battling along. Has it. Shot just to the right of the net. Coming back over to the blue line. Miller pushes up. Tries to get a shot off, but couldn't get enough on it. To make the pass. New bodies on the ice here. We got We got Baldy, Evan Davis, Crochet at center, Dunnigan, and Jennings in that right. Face off, Crochet at center. Crochet wins it, sends it back to Evan Davis. Evan Davis couldn't connect on it enough, and we have a breakout to get the direction. But Baldy holds it down, sends it into the neutral zone. Dunnigan chips it up, no ice. Jennings on, couldn't get there in time. Dunnigan trying to find a pass. Gets the stick lifted. Jennings separates him from the puck. Puck with a bad bounce. Evan Davis. Shot. Loose in front of the net. Trying to send it up and out. A little too far ahead of him. And the other direction. Shot loose, but Kelly's got it. Let's see here. We got Miller, Posner, Creel, Tritton, and we got the money line. How about that, folks? Gales win it, send it back into the corner. Gales couldn't get it there in time, though. Johnson has it, sends it around the boards. Trying to get to Creel, but his poke check out. Johnson working through, trying to get Posner with a great poke check, sending him to the corner. Puck still in the Gales defensive zone. Sent back out to the blue line and sent back in. And the Gales able to clear with Tritton. Miller walks it through. Sends it over to Tritton, who's off balance when it got to him. Wasn't able to get a shot off. O'Hara and Miller at the blue line. Miller pushes up, says no. Takes back to the goal line, looking for an opportunity. Picked off as he tried centering it. Creel pushes up after covering defense. And puck is still live. Kelly didn't need to do much there. We have 4 of the Thunder back behind the goal line for some reason. That makes things easier for us. Creel has it, brings it in. Creel brings it back behind the goal line. Davis kicks it back into the center. Tritton's there. Puck loose in the crease. Let's see what we have here. Looks like we have a penalty for the Gales. Looks like it will be Creel, who got shoved on the goalie. Scales will go on the penalty kill. Looks like trying to see who is going to kick this thing off. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like one for each. Offsetting penalties. Still at 5-on-5 play. Face off. Baldy works his way around. Isn't able to pick it off. O'Hara. Oh, wow. And we're going to get some fresh bodies out there. All right, looks like Shea, Swanson, and Zapancic in. Shots on net right now, 20-5 in favor of the Thunder, who only have 1-0. Defensive pairings the same, Baldy and O'Hara. O'Hara gets it, sends it around the boards, out to Swanson. Swanson trying to find an exit here. Centering pass. Save. Kelly. Save. 21st shot on net. Loose puck in front. Shot off the skates of O'Hara. 2 stops by O'Hara. Dead center. His boys closed it up on loose pucks in front of the net. Yeah, cross-checking to the face area of Zapancic. Puck still in play. Zapancic trying to backhand it out, unable to do so. Game's getting rough. It's all fun. Little extra there at the end. Baldy has it, kicks it back to a stick, and flicks it into the zone. Crochet is going in. Beats him to it, able to hold it. He's got Swanson, sends it back, trying to get to Swanson. Swanson brings him into the corner. Swanson sends it back around as Dunnigan tries to get there. Pass makes it into the neutral zone. Cash Johnson forces a separation as the Thunder work it in. Posner separates from the puck. Johnson chipping it out to Swanson. Swanson's still in, needing to get a change for him. Puck back behind the Gales goal line. Posner chipping it up and around to Swanson. Player goes in leading with the elbow. Shot off the glove of Kelly, up and over, hits the glass, still in play. Dunnigan trying to clear it out and is able to get it. Swanson digging and flicks it in. Johnson going in. Jennings hitting the ice. Evan Davis on the ice. Posner on the ice. Chip it out. Shot off the stick of Posner. Hits the glass. Dunnigan still in. Shot loose by Evan Davis. Puck through the center and into the corner. Puck back out to the blue line. Defenseman wants it. Shot. Kelly sees that a mile away. Trying to clear. Few too many bodies in there. Davis sends it around to Jennings. Jennings unable to connect with it. He says he poke checks it. He's got Dunnigan to his left. Dunnigan speeds ahead. Shot. Loose in front. Picked up by the Thunder. Jennings trying to walk it up. Shot through the center. Loose. No goal. Marsh in. Then again, heading to the bench for a breather. It's like we have Miller and Baldy. Thunder win it. Centered around. Comes back out. Goes to Shiberta. Shiberta's got the breakaway. Dangles around. He's got an opening. Stick lifted. Needs to send it somewhere. Trying to send it to the center, but picked off. Davis almost picks it off the neutral zone. Baldy pushes in. He's able to slow him down. They send it around the center. Davis with the stick lift. Now to get it off. Shot. Goes wide. Back behind the goal line. Davis supporting defense. Shiberta has it. Shiberta sends it back out to Davis on the other side. Davis brings around the boards. Tries sending something in the center. Creel goes in for a hit. Tritton's in there with O'Hara and Miller on defense. Miller is coming off. Hard hit, and there's going to be a penalty. Penalty on the Thunder. Looks like offsetting penalties. Davis heading to the bench as well. Not sure what's happening here. Trying to find out what's going on here. All right. It's like Gale's on the power play, but they didn't bring it back into the offensive zone for some reason. Closer send it in. Boucher send it across. No goal. O'Hara, great stick work as Creel's trying to send it deep, but picked off in the air. Puck sent over the head. Posner shot off the post. Kept in the zone by the Thunder. 1:23 remaining in the power play. Boys needing to get some momentum. All right. Slowing it down a little bit. Posner has it. Sends it back out to Tritton. Tritton out to Crochet. Crochet sends it deep, but picked off and sent back into the neutral zone. Back to Posner. Posner to O'Hara. O'Hara opts to send it deep. Crochet in pursuit. Tritton couldn't pick it off, and it's through the neutral zone. But Miller there to hold it in. Walks it through the center. He's going to bring it in himself. He's got the legs. Cash Johnson in now with Tritton and Creel. Creel has it in the corner. Back up to Miller. Miller dingles around. Puck is in the neutral zone, and the Thunder in pursuit. And looks like there's going to be a slashing penalty on the Gales here. Or tripping, sorry. So Baldy will head to the box. Marsh in at center. Got Evan Davis and Swanson. And not sure who the other defenseman is. It's a 4-on-4 play for about 15 more seconds. Swanson sends it deep. No icing. Didn't make it. O'Hara trying to get a stick in there. Swanson in pursuit. Chip back deep into the zone. Evan Davis trying to get a stick in there. Disrupt passing. Marsh falling all the way to the blue line. Shot save. Kelly. 1:05 remaining in the penalty kill. Davis swinging the stick back there, trying to get some separation. Marsh. Puck loose and sent into the zone. Could have been an interference call on the Thunder as he played Swanson, not the puck. O'Hara able to chip it. Short side. Sends it around. Shot. Loose in front. And looks like the net may be off. Yeah, net is off post from the extracurricular. Fresh legs. Boucher, Zupancic, Posner, and Baldy. .39 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. 1:26 in the period. Gales only down by 1. Boucher able to clear it back in the neutral zone. 31 seconds remaining. Thunder send it wide. Lose track of it going through and into the zone. Shot wide of the net. Posner gets there first. Posner sends it around to Spancic. Spancic unable to stop it and sent back in. 12 seconds remaining. Wait and see what coach wants to do with the extra player. Baldy is the man who will be coming back on the ice. And we are back to 5-on-5. Shot just over the post. And Dunnigan will come in as the 5th man. Back to 5-on-5 play. Spancic pressing, chipped around, but picked off by Jennings. That was offsides, but not called. Sorry, that was Miller who's sending it up. All right. Puck coming back into the defensive zone. Colin Davis, Jennings, and Dunnigan with O'Hara and Baldy. Davis sends it back into the corner. The Gales win the faceoff. Sent back around to Dunnigan. Dunnigan trying to get there in time. Chipped up. Nope, still stuck in the scrum. And Gales come away with it. Davis flicks it out into the neutral zone, and they go for a regroup. Missed pass. Jennings putting pressure. Flick back around to the wall. No high stick call. Let's puck back into the Gales' defensive zone, and that is the end of the second. End of the second. 28-6 in favor of Thunder. Thunder up 1-0. All right, kicking off the third. Looks like Jennings, Dunnigan, Davis with, looks like Baldy and, no, Miller and O'Hara at the blue line. Thunder win the faceoff. Davis in pursuit. And stoppage of play. Puck off Davis and up into the board. Faceoff just outside of the Gales' offensive zone. Thunder win the faceoff. Jennings hitting the head off the faceoff. No call. Davis trying to get a poke check. Couldn't get it. And Miller able to prevent the scoring opportunity. Davis chips it up to himself. He's in a foot race. We got numbers. Sends it a stick on his as he shot, and it's up into the netting. Johnson and Shiberta, Evan Davis and Baldy. Back to Evan Davis. Evan Davis shot almost deflected by Johnson on net. Thunder comes away with it and chips it in, and we're in a foot race with Evan Davis. Sent across and under the stick of the Thunder player. Shot off Cash Johnson, and Marsh is going to chip it up, and they're going to call icing on that one. Just needed a couple more feet. Jay in with Creel. Shot stopped. Boucher, Tritton, Creel. Pass back out to Creel. Creel's bringing it through. He's got Tritton to his left. Creel chips it up, but sent back. Miller, Posner. Posner chips it up the boards and over to Creel, but unable to get there. And say Baldy and O'Hara coming in. Shea in for the faceoff. Win it and sends it up into the neutral zone. Creel unable to get the poke check into the zone. Shot off the glove of Kelly up and over the net. Baldy with a hard hit separates it from the puck out to Creel. Creel loose in front. And puck is clearing into the neutral zone. Creel trying to check on the pass. Hit to Creel's head, no call. And slash by the Thunder player. No. I'm going to wave off the icing. Swanson, Davis, Spancic in. Swanson gets a leg down to stop it. Puck back at the Posner. Posner sends it back out. Davis can't get a hold of it. Swanson sends it back in, though. And Thunder go back for a regroup. Back to Posner. Posner walks it in and sends it into the zone. Spancic in like a bullet to send it around. Evan Davis is going to be one of the first ones there. Sends it back in. Puck back grounded to the corner. Davis there, able to get his foot in there to hold on to it. Working in the corners, chips it out into the blue. No one there to get it. Posner shot, hits a stick, and it's going to hit the netting. All right, 11:50 remaining in the third. Shots on net right now, 29-7 in favor of Thunder. Thunder up 1-0. Miller, O'Hara. And Dunnigan. Thunder win it, bring it back through. Got some speed. He's going to walk it up and chip it in deep. Dunnigan's going to be the first one in. Picked off by Jennings. Shot. Hits the shoulder of the goalie just wide. Jennings with a hard hit Johnson keeps it in, sends it back into the zone. Dunnigan working back behind the goal line. Sent across. Jennings going in for another one. Sent back out. Miller unable to hold it. And that's going to be an offsides. Gilberta, Crochet, Marsh in, as well as Evan Davis and Baldy for face-off in the neutral zone. Puck loose at the feet. Thunder come away with it as offsides, but they're going to let us. I'm going to say that was out of play. Evan Davis almost able to keep that in play on a hard push. Still a tight game despite the numbers. Marsh sends it back into the corner. Marsh goes back to the bench for a change. And Creel picks it off out into the neutral zone. Sent in deep by the Thunder. Thunder tries sending it into the crease, but kicked out. Shot. Save Kelly. Davis tripped. That was a elbow to the head on Creel there. Gilberta dangling around, battling. Davis almost picks it off to the neutral zone. Creel, like a ram. Thunder sent it out. Davis picking it up. Couldn't get it. Miller couldn't hold it at the line. And looks like Davis is going to go to the box. It's like Davis is going to the box for interference. 2-minute penalty. 9:04 remaining. Definitely not what we're needing right now. Zapancic, Swanson, O'Hara, and Miller. Puck chipped out. Swanson has it. Chipped up, still in play through the neutral zone. Swanson trying to get a stick in there as the Gales try to go for a shorthanded goal. And that's going to be icing. It's going to come on back. Spancic in for the faceoff. Thunder comes away with it. Spancic doing a great job. Swanson just out of reach. Be able to turn that back in. Missed pass by the Thunder. 1:27 remaining. And goal. 2-0. Jennings, Johnson, and Dunnigan. Thunder send it deep. Evan Davis in, trying to chip it up. Puck back out to the blue line. tipped, loose in front, and sent wide. Intercepted by Jennings. Jennings flicks it back up to Dunnigan. Dunnigan, he's got a guy coming up behind him, chips it in deep, and the boys get to work down low. Dunnigan gets him off the puck. Jennings comes around, sends it in front, but picked off. Dunnigan with a hard hit in the boards. The Thunder player slow to get up. Boucher, Marsh, Gibberta with Baldy and Miller. Puck back up to Miller. Miller shot off and into the netting. Puck loose in front. Gale's almost able to come up with it. Marsh lifting the stick. Miller keeping it in play. Sent back up. Gibberta in pursuit. He's got Crochet around. That's going to be sent up and out. And that's going to be an icing. Puck coming back. Just wide of the net. Miller poke checks it back into play. Marsh in pursuit. Gibberta working around the other side of the board. Gibberta the hard check. Back out to Miller. Miller waiting. Brings it in. Dangles around. Loose puck. Thunder come up with it. Might have been offsides, but refs aren't saying so. So you keep playing. Gibberta unable to get his knee on that. Chipped back into the neutral zone, sent back out. Just out of reach. Shot loose in front of the net. Miller unable to come up with it and sent back around. And Baldy in with a hard hit. As puck comes out, Gales need a change. Gibberta bringing it out. Boys need to get ready to come off the ice. Puck through the neutral zone. Davis with a poke check. And Tritton in pursuit. Davis with a hard hit separates him from the puck. Still in play, though, and gloved by Kelly. 5:34 remaining in the third period. Thunder up 2-0. Shots on net 34-8. Davis in for the faceoff in the defensive zone. Got Creel and Tritton for support. Thunder win it. Send it back to the blue line. Tritton comes in, deflects the shot, and sent back low. Davis chips it loose in front. Tritton comes away with it. He's got Creel to his right. It's 2-on-2. They can hurry up. Need a strong forecheck. Thunder apparently unable to work a door. Maybe they don't have them in Alaska. Johnson, Sapancic, and Swanson with Kelly sends it up into the netting. Johnson, Swanson, and yes, Zibanczyk. Over the net, and into the netting. We're going to do this again. 4:53 remaining in the third. Puck out into the neutral zone. Swanson almost able to get there in time. Picked off. Swanson trying to send it deep, but in motion couldn't get there. Zibanczyk looking as it comes out. Able to get poke check. Kept in. Poke checked out. Sent wide by Miller. Elbow to the head on Swanson. No call. His reffing is about falling apart out here. Johnson sends it over into the corner. Zibanczyk in. Zibanczyk comes with it. Sends it into the center. It's loose. Poke check by Jennings. It's loose in front. Shot over the goalie's shoulders. And Posner says no. It's back to Dunnigan. Dunnigan working through. Chips it up. Dodges a check. Too many men for the Thunder. Can't work doors and can't count. As the Gales go on the power play. So for the power play, we have Miller, Baldy, Dunnigan, Crochet, and Jennings. 3:50 remaining. Gales win it. Shot just to the right of the net. Baldy gets it, sends it back deep. Jennings unable to come up with it. Crochet out to Dunnigan. Puck gets behind Miller. And poached by Miller on the back check. Puck back out to Jennings. Jennings chipping it up. Just out of reach of Crochet. Jennings trying to get a poke deep, but couldn't get there. It's at the feet of Jennings. Shot! Loose in front of the net. Miller trying to get there, couldn't do so. Miller taken down into the boards. Jennings has it back behind the goal line. Chips it back out in front. Dunnigan getting worked over. And breakaway for the Thunder. Save. Kelly. Puck loose. Dunnigan scoops it up. Gets it to Jennings. Jennings on the forecheck. Chips it in deep. Davis in with Colin Davis and Evan Davis. Refs quickly losing control of this game. Puck comes back out to Posner. Posner sends it to Evan Davis. Evan Davis shot. Hits the pads. Goes wide. Posner stops it at the blue line. Sends it back out to Evan Davis. Evan Davis shot. Nearly tipped by Davis. Colin Davis, that is. On his way to the net. It's like next lineup will be... Not sure. We have a few too many players here. It's like Marsh, Davis, and Schiberta with Posner and Evan Davis. Colin Davis comes, shot off the post on the short side. Marsh with a hard hit. Evan Davis trying to kick it back into play. We couldn't get there. Posner has it, chips it, still in the zone. Evan Davis gets there. He's got Colin Davis supporting. Colin Davis flicks it out. But loses it in the snow. A lot of snow. Evan Davis working through. Tries to chip it deep. And the power play is over. Puck deep into the corner. Tried to be flicked out. Back to Davis. Davis unable to hold on to it. Davis flicks it back into play. Back to Schiberta. Schiberta sends it back to Davis. Davis dangles around. Flicks it to the center. Schiberta shot. But a stick in the way. Schiberta. Evan Davis going to poke check up. Couldn't get his foot in time. And stretch pass out, chipped in, no icing. Posner does a great job working back behind the goal line. Flick back out in the center, and Schuberta has it as the Gales go on the offensive. Schuberta by himself. The rest of the Gales go for a change. He's dangling through, off right at the crease. Johnson comes in, shot, and covered by the goalie. Gales with a really hard push in the last couple minutes. Shots, 56 seconds remaining in the third. Thunder 2-0. Shots on net 36-14. Let's see what we have here. O'Hara's coming off. Baldy coming in with Miller. We got, and the money line in. Puck back out to Miller. Shot off the post. It's a couple post shots now. Timeout. Timeout. Not sure who. Probably Gorman. May look at getting a 6-man on the ice. Try to make this an interesting finish here. Just short of a minute left in play. Gill's doing a good job overall, despite the score. All right. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Miller, Baldy, Jennings, and the money line. Face off. Win back to Miller. Miller shot to the legs, though. Bouncing puck, wide, icing, 45 seconds remaining. Face off back in the Gales offensive zone. Cash Johnson unable to win that one. Hung sluck back around. And puck sent deep. Baldy going to prevent and there'll be the empty netter that will seal the game. 3-0. Want to give some context. Good chunk of these boys here are wearing Nationals patches. A lot of them played for the 16UAA last season and lost. Boucher, Stepancic, Swanson with O'Hara and Evan Davis. 31 seconds remaining. Boucher has it. Brings it through. Shot off the goalie's pads and wide. Stepancic working in the corner. 20 seconds. A 2-on-1 shot. Gloved by Kelly. Kelly having a great performance overall. The goal definitely not reflective of his effort, or the score, sorry. Kelly gloves it, and that'll be into play. And that'll wrap it up for the weekend, folks. Gales finish 1-2-1. And aren't able to make it through the quarterfinals. Yale's doing a great job playing a lot of great teams. Been doing very well overall through that span. In the meanwhile, I believe we have another tournament next weekend here in town, December 1st. Teams in that one, trying to recall off the top of my head, other than Gorman, Faith Lutheran is in that one, as well as a McKinney's A and a McKinney's AA team. So we will see you next time. As soon as we know the schedule of the other games, I'll have them up so we can see where they're at. I believe those games are going to be hosted at City National or Lifeguard, but I'll need to take a look. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and have a good weekend.